we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Puka Nacua,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here we go. A first carry for Rachaad White.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
When you look at this defense,
this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
here we go.
Now a give up the middle. This is Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Burrow.
Falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And a Memphis first down. A gain of 19 yards. And a Memphis first
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Up the middle, Achane. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Again, it's Achane.
They're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Oh.
This is incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd
That's the
down.
wrong one.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
yards to go.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath. He's running back complete.
Tough, man. Be
And he
tough.
gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Memphis.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh,
Throwing
shit.
into traffic there, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
That was disgusting.
Running left, Achane.
And he's going to have a first down as he dives at the end to try to get as much as he can. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll run. Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Achane. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, shit. What? That was a pick.
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th
Look
of
at
the year. And they are
he walked right over there saying,
their
fuck y'all.
advantage.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score,
Still
they
walk.
get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
That was a pick. Wow.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Burrow looking to pass.
Oh, yeah. Come on. That boy everywhere. This boy everywhere for me. You know, right there. That is a play. That's the 2nd pick of the year. You know, Lamar.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block.
He's stepping right in front of him.
And that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Take him in the mouth. Take him in the mouth. Take him in the mouth.
Straight ahead.
Take him in the mouth.
He'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
Let's go.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll run for it with Achane.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, sets you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Hey, 626.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 21. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Juju Brents comes up for the stop. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Rodgers now to throw.
And it's still incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
It's 4th down.
Go to 50. Hey, 88. 80. Back north. 630. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll give this to Achane.
They're going to snuff his way out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
319. 630.
Now Rodgers.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Oh, yeah.
It's Achane.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
This one thrown underneath,
And it all works out.
This is Achane. 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Here's Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He'll get that out to the flat to right.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
1st down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Gets the check down throw to White.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Oh, my God.
It's intercepted.
So good.
Isaiah Rodgers.
All right.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one.
Get him. Let's get him.
The empty stairs
Let's
on
get
the
him.
sideline. This is one of those games
Get
where
him.
you just want to go crawl under a rock until
They're
it's
upset now. Trust me, they're upset. Oh, no.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Damn. No, he's playing.
69 yards rushing for him now. He's been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock.
That nigga came wild. Could have had that.
Lead his team.
I smashed my finger in the truck. I'm playing pretty good.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunter. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Here's a toss left for Achane.
Oh my God, nigga.
Just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add. Onto that big lead.
Nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
180.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Number 85,
180.
Mason Taylor.
Now it's Burrow. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
11 mighty.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Calling a gain of a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Neighbors. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow working the middle of the field and is out man complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Oh.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
More yards. That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Complete to Zacchaeus.
Yeah, I'm not.
For just 3. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Catch made right side by Wilson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
The field goal.
Sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Oh, we fucked him up.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Memphis, 1st down.
A run now from Achane.
Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well,
ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
180. 180.
Yo, hike the ball, bro.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He completes it right side of lane. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow will throw. Middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
11 MT. 11 MT.
A final shot now for Burrow. Got a man, here's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form.